There is a silence that speaks louder than anything. Not empty, not peaceful, but full of everything neither of us dares to say. That is the most dangerous kind. You walk into the room and everything goes still. Not the kind of still that comforts, but the kind that kills. Every conversation stops at the edge of your presence. Every thought I carefully built loses all its essence. I have faced storms that shook the ground beneath my feet, faced rooms full of doubt and still refused defeat. But nothing in this world prepared me for this feeling of standing next to you and slowly losing ceiling. The quiet between us is not empty space. It is charged with everything written on your face. Every word we swallow makes the atmosphere more dense. Dangerous, quiet, beautiful and intense. I should walk away from what I cannot name. Should put a safe distance between myself and this flame. But dangerous, quiet has a gravity all its own. Pulls you past the borders of everything you know. Dangerous, quiet, louder than a storm. Everything unsaid, keeping both of us warm. We don't need the words when the silence says it all. Dangerous, quiet, before the greatest fall. Dangerous, quiet, oh, dangerous, quiet. The most intense thing I have ever known is the silence between us when we are alone. I have been loud my whole life, always something to say, always filling up the silence in my particular way. Words have been my armor, my currency, my shield, but around her everything I know how to say is sealed. She doesn't ask for explanations or for grand displays, doesn't need the performance or the elaborate praise. Just sits inside the quiet like she owns every inch. And I who built my empire on words begin to flinch. Never met a silence I could not eventually feel. Never met a presence that could bend my iron will. Until this one, until the room went completely still. And I understood that quiet could be dangerous and real. I've written songs about 1,000 different fears. I've documented everything across 1,000 different years. But nothing in my catalog prepared me for this truth, that the most dangerous feeling has no words and has no proof. Dangerous, quiet, louder than a storm. Everything unsaid, keeping both of us warm. We don't need the words when the silence says it all. Dangerous, quiet, before the greatest fall. Dangerous, quiet, oh, dangerous, quiet. The most intense thing I have ever known is the silence between us when we are. What lives between the words is more truthful than the words themselves. What lives between the breaths is more powerful than anything else. I have been quiet my whole life in ways that nobody understood. Not because I had nothing to say, but because some things are too sacred for sound. Dangerous, quiet, too sacred for sound. Dangerous, quiet, too real. Dangerous, too real. Legos taught me that the ocean does not need to shout to move the earth beneath it, to turn everything about. The deepest currents run where no surface noise can reach. Dangerous, quiet has a power beyond speech. My grandmother was the quietest woman in every room, but when she entered, something shifted, something bloomed. Nobody could explain exactly what she brought, just that her silence carried more than words ever taught. She reminds me of the feeling just before the rain, when the air gets heavy and the sky begins to strain. And everything goes quiet in that particular way that tells you something massive is about to have its say. I have been that quiet, standing at the edge of something I could not name, but could not even stay. And now I understand what all that silence was preparing. A dangerous quiet for something worth declaring. Dangerous, quiet, louder than a storm. Everything I said, keeping both of us warm. We don't need the words when the silence says it all. Dangerous, quiet, before the greatest fall. Dangerous, quiet, oh. between everything we dare not say. And the quiet that gets louder every single day. And the space between dangerous quiet, the loudest thing I have ever felt. And dangerous quiet between us, always between us. Dangerous quiet, louder, always louder.